And an event celebrating the city's rich Hispanic and Latino heritage shut down part of Main Street in Rockford today for the third straight year. South Main Mercado is in its fourth year in total. Organizer Victor Rivera describes this as a block party with local live entertainment, a diverse selection of area vendors, along with organizations offering bilingual support services. Organizers said it is a unique chance for the people to experience the cultural richness of South Rockford.
Incredible, the feedback and the support and the genuine camaraderie of people wanting to be a part of it. People just wanting to be a part and come and literally stand on the street that's always open. So it's kind of crazy to see it shut down for an event like this, but it's very great and we're very thankful.